Good evening, I am live at Leeds Bradford Airport, and tonight's show follows one man, one ordinary man who may or may not make the decision to embrace the present and live life to the full. A decision which, at just coming up to 10 o'clock on Wednesday the 8th of September, could apply to any of us. This man, however, is so terrified of flying that he hasn't been on a plane for 10 years, and in the show I aim to make him brave enough to volunteer to land a plane that he believes is about to fall out of the sky. What will he do? What would you do? Welcome to the show.
In life, when we slip up, we just give up.
We live on this beautiful planet for a tiny dot of time. The chances of us even being born are so minute as to be practically zero. Our lives are a miracle. I strongly believe that engaging with life is about understanding that it's the choices we make right now that are important, not the habits of our past. Tonight, I'm going to show this man how extraordinary he can be. But to do so, I'll have to push him to the extreme.
What do you want me to do? I want you to land the aeroplane.
In a little under an hour, you will see one man faced with a decision that could change his world. A month ago, Matt Galley was stuck in a rut. His life was kind of going nowhere, and I placed before him a series of extreme opportunities that would allow him to engage more fully with his life. And tonight, you will see him make his biggest decision yet, whether or not to be a true hero at 30,000 feet.
I started looking for my potential hero several months ago. Matt was one of thousands of applicants who put themselves forward to take part in what they thought was a new game show I'd be hosting. Which, in a sense, it is, just not quite in the way that they think. I was looking for somebody living an unremarkable life. And one man seemed to tick all the boxes. This man, Matt. He's like most of us.
I like going shopping, like going into Leeds, going to cinema, maybe playing a few computer games.
He's stuck in a rut.
My job at the minute, I work as an insurance advisor. It's not dead-end sort of things, but because I've been there for so long, things are starting to repeat.
And held back by his fears.
I have a fear of flying. I don't like the way it makes me feel, so I just prefer not to do it.
He seemed perfect, but I had one more test, an exercise known as the bystander effect. Under the pretense of completing additional forms, I put him in a room with 3 actors he believes are other candidates for my show. An emergency situation is staged. Our actors have been told not to react. The test is to see whether Matt will stand up and speak out. If you've seen someone have an accident or collapse in the street and been aware that everyone is just watching or passing by, you'll appreciate this natural human urge not to be the one to take action. Matt is the classic passive bystander, perfect for the journey I want to take him on. We secretly contacted Matt's friends and family, and with their help began watching his every move. I gave myself 30 days to put in place a series of opportunities which Matt can use to change his life forever. Matt works at an insurance call centre.
Matt's normal daily routine would be get up, have something to eat, go to work. As soon as he comes home, he just goes up to his room. And I think that he feels safe in that.
At 23 years old, he still lives with his mother, Alison, her boyfriend, Dave, and Liv, his girlfriend.
He's got this idea in his head of this dream home, but he never seems to do anything about it.
He does have ambition.
Well, he did want to join the police force.
But he's never actually been for an interview or taken a serious step in that direction.
I think the reason he's not ever done anything about that is because he thinks that he'll never be able to pass the exams.
His self-confidence is very low, and it also affects his other relationships.
It's very rare that he'd show his mum affection. They'd never have a hug or a cuddle or anything.
We just don't communicate anymore. It's my biggest worry is that he will always have this defeatist attitude about himself. And that's what I find the most frustrating thing about it. Sorry.
Matt and you and I are right now, this second, living the only lives we have.
They'd never catch me going on Monday night, sure.
You wouldn't go on it? Why not?
Sometimes we need something to happen, an event or a moment that shakes us up and forces us to take a good look at ourselves.
I'm just going to pull in to get some fuel.
Yeah, no.
If you can get me 20 pence on the edges whilst I'm filling up and then pay for pump 7.
A shock to the system can make us realise there's so much more of which we're capable.
And when Mr. Black Cow's done with his black cow.
Get your hands on the fucking cow! You! Get over there! On your knees! On your knees! Hands on head! Put your fucking hands on your head! Mobile phone! Come on! Mobile phone! You! Empty the fucking till! Quick! No mucking about! Put your fucking hands on your head! Do you understand? Same goes for you! Don't even fucking look. What's your name, mate?
Matt.
Matt? Yeah? You must be shitting yourself, Matt! What do you do for a living?
I work in insurance.
What can you choose, dear? Fucking battery head! Come on! If I shoot you now, you've done nothing in your life. You fucking doormat! You've done nothing! Right, don't move! No one move! Fucking monkey.
400 quid that phone.
I've pressed the panic button.
Does that mean the police are coming? You alright, yeah?
You alright?
Yeah. I'm a bit shaken up, but...
I'm sending in fake police to check he's okay.
Police are here now.
This may have been an extreme measure, but I wanted to shock Matt out of his passive life and make him start to think about the choices he is making right now.
Hi sir, I understand there's been a robbery. Is anybody alright? Is anybody here?
Matt's countdown has begun, and in 30 days he's going to be faced with the choice between occupying the world he knows now, in which he is a passive bystander, and a new world where he's a hero. That choice will be the measure of his life.
You know, like, this, you know, like, everything can happen to him, and now he's going to react, and told me I don't know for my life, but well, that was a cheeky really, when he's gone old enough to come in and stuff.
Now, it's not my place to make Matt into someone different. Throughout this process, I'll only ever be giving him opportunities. He'll take what he needs to then move forward in a way that comes from within him and allows his true capabilities to emerge. Being held at gunpoint made Matt start to question his life. Now I want to give him the chance to find answers. So I'm sneaking into his back garden. With the help of Matt's girlfriend, we've hidden cameras and a discreet speaker in his bedroom. He's been asleep for 2.5 hours.
Matt. Matt. You're having a dream. Now, Matt, you need to get up and get dressed and come outside into the back garden. Get up, get dressed, and come outside.
Matt has a suggestible personality, which means by having woken him up and told him he was still asleep, I was able to put him into a dreamlike state, which is perfect for talking to his unconscious mind. I'm going to give him the tools to allow him to subconsciously change the way he looks at himself.
I want you to listen to this, Matt. Magicians have always been obsessed with the idea of creating something out of nothing. And the highest form of that is to make a life, a perfect life, appear from thin air. And I've always longed to witness an event like that for real. And then I realized that I have. The chances of all the circumstances being in place that would lead to two particular people meeting and then them falling in love are supremely minute. And then, if they come together to have children, the chance of one particular sperm fertilizing one particular egg and then one particular life emerging is even more unlikely. And Matthew, this improbability multiplies generation after generation, down through your great-grandparents and your grandparents, until finally, by chance, your mother, Alison, meets and falls in love with a man called Richard. And then from their decision to come together and have children, and against those impossible odds, it's you that's born. Your life is a miracle. Matt, there are 27 days, 19 hours and 6 minutes.
Until the end of your world as you know it.
It's now time for you to return to bed and sleep nice and deeply.
In the morning, this should all just feel like a dream to Matt.
He got back into bed. He cuddled up to me and he said, I love you so much. And he was like, I want to make a future with you. And the next morning, he commented on how he was in an extremely good mood and how he felt like he could do anything.
The next day, Matt goes to work, blissfully unaware that his real journey is now underway. We secretly follow him to see if my words have started to take effect. When he gets right to his front door that night, there's a glitch in his routine. On a normal day, he'd go through that door, up to his room and switch on his TV. But not today. We follow him as best we can and catch up with him on a nearby golf course where he sits and writes for an hour and a half. Something is definitely beginning to change. But there's a long way to go before Matt can be put to the ultimate test on a plane at 30,000 feet.
Well now.
It takes real courage to break out of our everyday routines and do something extraordinary, but when we do, we really come alive. In 40 minutes and at 30,000 feet, you will see Matt Galley's world shaken as he has to make the most terrifying decision of his life.
I need to pay Matt another visit and speak to his subconscious to further encourage him down his own path of self-discovery. This time I want to take him out of his comfort zone and have him embrace the notion of risk.
Matt.
This second night it's easy to keep him in the dream state as his mind has learned from the previous night.
Matt, you're dreaming. Get up, get dressed, and come outside to the front garden. Dress warmly.
Matt will feel like it's all a dream. He'll be in the perfect state to be open to suggestion.
And carry on sleeping. Go back to sleep. Going for a little sleepwalking. Have you ever been bitten by a dog? No? A Rottweiler has a bite force of 335 pounds per square inch. Think about that for a second. Do you know what animal has the strongest bite? Crocodile. They come in at 5,000 pounds per square inch. That's what clamps down on your leg. Come and see this. Come forward. Just place your hand just gently on his back. I want you to feel him. It's okay. It's okay. Put your hand on his back. Come a little higher nearer the head. Come away from his tail. Feel its power. Feel the power of that animal. And take your hand away now. Crocodiles and alligators attack their prey before the prey has a chance to react. They move from standing so quickly that the prey doesn't have a chance. They don't even know they're coming. Their senses are amplified, wide open, and attuned. They know what they want, and they get it without thinking, without hesitation. And have you ever seen one clamp its teeth down on its prey? They hold on, they don't let go. They have tenacity, they have determination. And that's important because in life, when we try to do things, often we slip up and then we just give up, instead of getting back up and getting back on where we left off. And that's what's important, tenacity. Persevering, determination. Close your eyes for me. You can take a little step back if you like. Now, Matt, you like the idea of becoming a policeman. I want you just to imagine now that you're turning up at a policeman's house. You open the door and you step inside. I want you to walk around inside the policeman's home. And as you walk around, I want you to make yourself at home. I want you to start to feel it being natural, it being you. Enjoy it, absorb the feeling of being a policeman, a successful policeman. And feel brave. Now you can open your eyes. Let's go back to the car.
Matt will only remember this bizarre event as if he dreamt it.
Well, when he got back into bed, I don't think he said anything to me. He was just shivering. Then he woke up the next morning and he said that he'd been having some very strange dreams about Derren. He said, I'm not sure what's real and what's a dream. He said, did you hear someone whispering? And I said, no, why? And he said, I just remember someone saying South Yorkshire in Thames Valley. I said, no, I didn't hear anything. And then he said, well, anyway, I've emailed the Thames Valley Police this morning and the South Yorkshire Police.
The next day, Matt went to work as if nothing had happened. But now we should really start to see him coming out of his shell. It's 5:30 p.m. Matt's left the office and is on his way home, but in the back of his mind is the idea of going to a policeman's house. I've placed some keys and a wallet on his route home where he can't miss them. But will he take the bait? Inside the wallet, there's a Deputy Commissioner's badge and his address. It's up to Matt to choose what to do. But I've sent a cabbie in to offer him a lift.
Yo, mate.
Without hesitation, Matt gets in.
Give me a second and I'll tell you where I'm going.
No problem with it.
Earlier, we dressed this house with enough props to utterly convince Matt that it's a Deputy Commissioner's home.
These houses are beautiful.
I'll be secretly watching the action from the garage.
Just talking to the cabbie.
Can you just hang on?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Possibly at this point, he's just thinking of returning the keys. But there's no one home. So with the visualization exercise from last night at the back of his mind, he makes the decision to break in.
Hello?
He's watching that police DVD we left out for him. So I also want him to experience the thrill of putting himself at personal risk, because that's going to be important for him later on. So we're now going to bring our policeman home.
Fucking caught in the policeman's house. Fucking hell. What we got now? You know, like when you do something proper stupid and then like it's only afterwards when you realise how stupid it was.
50?
Yeah, mate. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, yeah?
Cheers. See you later.
See you.
The countdown continues towards Matt's moment on a 737 aircraft where he'll have to choose between being a bystander and becoming a hero. Unaware that I've been putting these opportunities in his path, Matt is being deeply affected by recent events. The changes aren't going unnoticed.
So you're telling us that you actually went to a police superintendent's house, let yourself in, made a drink and sat down and watched his television?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I did.
It's just not something that I'd ever expect him to come home and say he'd done.
I was sat on the settee and he came and he sat down and he gave me a hug.
Matt gave his mum a hug and told her that he loved her, and I was just like, what? I couldn't believe it. I just thought, that's so nice.
And he stayed sat with me instead of moving away, and that was more relevant to me than the actual hug itself, that he stayed where he was. He stayed with that contact with me, so that was lovely. Yeah.
Now I need to crank it up a level.
For 30 days, I've been secretly filming one man and taking him through a series of challenges in the hope that he can discover, like all of us, that he is capable of so much more than he would ever believe. And in 30 minutes, he's going to need to draw on all that he's learned if he's going to take control of a 737 aircraft.
Yet again, I'm placing an opportunity to seize the moment in Matt's path. Today, he has the chance to inspire and spread joy if he finds the inspirational words to seemingly change the life of my van driver, who I've placed with a broken-down van at the end of his street.
Are you all right? Yeah.
Living life fully is not just about fulfilling ambition, regardless of what motivational books tell you. It's also about being kinder.
Everything just fucks up. I always get this, always.
I know how you feel. What is it that you do?
Delivering party supplies.
Oh, yeah.
Engaging selflessly with others makes us happier, just by the sheer fact of bringing them joy.
How long have you been doing this for, then?
I started the job about 3 weeks ago, and all I've had is shit. Everything's my fault. The boss is an arsehole. What can you do? Nothing.
Is this what you want to do in life?
Well, I want to be a chef. I should be a chef.
Why aren't you being a chef? This is your life, mate. This is what it's about. It's your one chance. When you want something bad enough, you'll find yourself making decisions, you know, that you never thought that you would do. I found myself doing that recently, you know, taking a look at myself, taking a look at my life. Mine and your situation's not too different, to be honest, mate. You know, worrying about what your boss is going to say, worrying about what your next move is, but I think somewhere inside you, you know where your next move is.
Fuck it, do you know what I mean? You've said it all, Do you know what? Loads of shit in the van, keys in the ignition, it won't work, but keep it, have it. I'm done with it, mate.
What about your boss?
Sorry, my boss is a wanker. Take it, have it, I'm done, mate. I'm done with it.
Right then.
Matt, you're a geezer, honestly. I'm done.
See ya.
This sounds like a very different Matt from the listless young man I met at the game show interview.
Thank you, Mr. Partyman.
Matt is developing the ability to inspire others, but what will he do with a van full of party gear?
Fancy arranging a party?
Where?
In the street.
With what?
I've just fallen upon some nice stuff. Might as well not let it go to waste.
Matthew, you're right.
Yeah?
We're having a party.
Let's do what?
Apparently.
When are we having a party?
Right now.
Right now.
It's sunny,
And where are we having a party?
Right here.
Right here.
His family have been told to play along with anything Matt suggests, but his neighbours are unprepared for the knock at the door.
Hiya, I was wondering whether or not you would fancy coming to a party in the street, and I will provide everything.
Old Matt would have never even asked his neighbours for a cup of sugar.
I've got all the stuff, food, everything. If you want to invite the family, then you can.
Yeah.
Matt doesn't usually see much of his dad and big brother, but has even called them up to come along.
Every single one here is invited if you've got nothing else to do.
A friend of a friend might be able to supply a band.
We've got bands. Every single one here is invited if you've got nothing else to do.
A friend of a friend might be able to supply a band.
We've got bands.
The whole street has come alive, and it's all down to Matt recklessly seizing a mad opportunity.
He's got a lot more determination now and a lot more self-confidence.
He would never have done that before. Not in a million years.
It's not just with his neighbours that Matt's connecting. For years he's been distant from his mum, but that's all starting to change.
I wouldn't normally see the family hugging and dancing. We're not normally in that situation.
I got my arm round him and he got his arm round me, and I just felt a lot more comfortable with him, and that it was just such a natural thing for us to do.
Matt will need to draw on this new bold selflessness in 13 days, 23 hours and 59 minutes if he's going to step up and take the controls of an aircraft filled with panicked passengers. In final preparation for Matt's complete transformation from ordinary to extraordinary, I need him to break free from the fears that stop him becoming the man he could be. And to ensure that I feel Matt is ready for this challenge, we're going to meet with him in a normal waking state for the first time since the auditions for the game show.
Hello. How are you? How's life?
Life's really good, yeah. Everything's going really well.
The biggest obstacle we all face in life is fear. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the mastery of it.
Have you ever tried a straitjacket on?
No.
Never. Don't put your hands through then.
Houdini was iconic because his escapes represented overcoming fear at the time of the Great Depression. It was a powerful metaphor.
I used to play this game where I used to live. There were these train tracks, and you very rarely get any trains coming at that time, so it was so late. And I used to go and lay on the tracks. It was just such a liberating thing to do, just laying there, knowing that you shouldn't be there, knowing that it was dangerous.
I need Matt to feel that he can master his own fear.
Yeah, I want you to experience this because it's such a... You're absolutely safe on this for the moment, so... But come and stand. Yeah, if you... Okay, I got you. There you go, mind your head on that.
So what's that like?
Feels really weird.
Yeah?
It goes against all your senses, really. Just live. Well, I'm somewhere where I really shouldn't be.
Well, I hate to interrupt you, but we will have the 543 heading down any minute, so you probably...
Any minute?
Yeah, you'll probably hear it coming before anyone sees it, so you probably want to think about getting out. Have you ever done this before?
Never. I've never laid on a truck before.
No, I suppose not. Well, I've got the instructions. These are Davenport's instructions. Are a bit tricky to read through. So before you do anything, examine your straitjacket thoroughly. Make sure it's put on properly. Put on with the opening to the rear. Have the back straps.
What for these?
Yeah. So you want to reach back behind your back. With either arm, and there should be a buckle on the back. There are 4 buckles on the back. You want to try and reach one of them on the back and undo it. It's a bit tricky because it'll be back to front, but... You got it?
No, I can't reach them. There's a train coming.
This will help train it. Once it's been done, let me square your shoulders. Did you square your shoulders when we put it on?
I don't even remember.
You probably want to hurry up. Can you not? Can you not get it?
I can't reach it. Oh no.
Can you try the other side? Go around the other way?
Oh, keep an eye on that.
Did you ever see the film, what's it called? Strangers on the Train. Have you seen it? Oh, you haven't seen it? Classic Hitchcock. It's fantastic. It's one of his 5 best. It's a proper tale of suspense. Can you scrub the... Hold it.
I can't reach it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I honestly can't reach it.
All right, well, try. Can you sort of grab the one underneath?
What?
Can you grab the one underneath?
No, there's no way I can reach it.
Yeah, you probably want to...
There's no way I can reach them up.
Okay, left arm, try that. Sit up, pull it out over your head, pull it arm out. That's it, up over your head. That's it, keep going, keep going. Right, grab the straps, plug in straps one. That's all right. Yeah. You do your shoulder, you're just like... What's that like?
My heart is pounding, honestly, that's the...
Look, you faced fear there. You did something terrifying. And you controlled it, and you dealt with it, and you escaped from that. Well done. Let's get this off you.
There would have been a time where I'd have just crumbled and just accepted my fate, whereas more and more, as every day goes past, I realise that your fate is what you make it.
I think the biggest change in Matt is probably determination, and I think he has realised that he can do anything that he wants, he can achieve anything.
It seems to be very upbeat about everything.
Much more approachable and much more relaxed, and yeah, there's a definite change. I'm hoping that these changes stay.
I think the change in Matt is just what he needed, really. It really is just what he needed.
After years of living with his mum, Matt is finally moving out. He and Liv have bought their own place together. He's been to see a careers advisor and has finally made inroads into the police force. His relationships with Liv and the family have never been stronger. But to change his world once and for all, Matt must first make what may be the most important decision of his life. To be or not to be a hero.
Our lives are defined not by our pasts, but by our choices. And choices are things that happen right now, this moment, right now in the present. Matt's choices have transformed not only himself, but also the relationships around him. And now he has one final choice to make in a packed plane at 30,000 feet. But he also has his biggest obstacle yet to overcome. Matt is absolutely terrified of flying.
To get him on a plane and give him the opportunity to become a hero, we've told Matt that the game show, which he still believes is due to take part in, is being filmed in Jersey. For him to participate, we have no option but to fly him down. As his countdown clock ticks towards the 0 hour, we secretly film a nervous Matt as he checks in at the airport. To make this whole experience completely authentic for Matt, we've chartered our own aircraft which will genuinely take off on a 1.5 hour journey. We've rigged the plane with hidden cameras and microphones. All of the passengers are actors whose seating positions have been carefully planned. Some are carrying hidden cameras. All cabin crew are genuine. Everybody on board except for Matt has been fully rehearsed and knows what's going to happen. I'm on board in disguise, seated at the front where Matt can't see me. He has no idea of the events about to unfold.
You know where you're sitting? 7D. It's just the centre of the year, alright. Are you okay?
No, I'm alright, yeah.
Why should I excuse you?
Just if I start acting quite weird.
Why are you scared of flying?
Something like that. And I think when I'm up there I'll be alright, but if you can just support, like help me with it.
Whatever you need, whatever you want. What's that?
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jamie. I'd like to welcome you on board this flight shortly departing to Jersey. Cabin crew doors to automatic cross-check and report when ready, please.
It's now time to take you through the safety features and equipment that we carry on board. The emergency exits are located on both sides of the aircraft. Please take a moment now to locate your nearest exit.
Hello, darling. Just do me a favour and pop your earphones on for me just until the seatbelt sign goes off and pop your music off.
Cabin crew seats will take off, please.
Matt is so nervous, I've asked the actors around him to support him where possible. We'll be flying at 30,000 feet when Matt will be faced with the choice of whether to seize the opportunity to be a hero or remain a bystander.
Is it leveled down? Has it leveled down?
Really not quite. Hello, darling. Have you not flown before?
I have, but it's just been a while.
Has it? Do you not like flying? Don't worry, you're in safe hands. You just take your time, get used to your surroundings. Have a little peek outside if you want.
The first 40 minutes run to plan as we climb to 30,000 feet. It's time now to start the final sequence of events and discover whether Matt can become a hero. What will unfold is a scenario which, due to aviation authority regulations, could never happen on this or any other airline.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just spoken with the captain and he has found it necessary to switch on the seatbelt sign. There's been possibility of turbulence up ahead. If a Glasgow passengers, please to return to their seats and ensure that you have securely fastened your seatbelts and remove personal headphones.
Sorry?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention just for a few moments? We do have a crew member on board who's not feeling too good. If we do have a doctor or a nurse or a medic on board, will you please make yourselves known to the cabin crew, please? Are you a doctor, sir? Yes, yeah, but I have to say for legal reasons I can't get involved. I don't want to get involved in everything. One of our crew members at the front isn't feeling too good. Would you mind just coming and have a little look? Who is it? It's the captain at the front. He's not feeling too good. I just need you to... Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The captain has informed me that due to unforeseen circumstances, we do need to divert the aircraft, and we'll be landing at our nearest airport as soon as possible. Again, we will get you there, sir, I promise. Again, the captain... Seriously, go up there, find out, come back. That doesn't tell me anything, it's just... I don't know anything.
You got the water. I'll get you some water. Derren's going to look after you. Just need a glass of water, okay? 2 minutes, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Due to a medical emergency, I'm sorry to report that the captain is currently in situations and will shortly be demonstrating to you the safety procedures applicable to this aircraft. Please remain calm and listen to our instructions really carefully.
Matt's 30-day countdown is coming to an end. He will have 60 seconds to make his choice.
We are, however, in a position now where it has become necessary to ask if there is a passenger on board who will be willing to help land this plane. If you are prepared to help, please make yourselves known to the crew.
If Matt doesn't volunteer, he will never be the hero. He now has less than a minute to change his world once and for all.
We just need anybody at this point who is willing to help us land this plane.
I can't fly. Are you asking me to land the plane?
If you can help us, we need somebody to help us land this plane, yeah.
Matt's heightened state allows me to quickly put him into a hypnotic sleep. The events you've witnessed were safe, controlled, and ultimately unrealistic. They were agreed in advance with the airline and relevant authorities. The last thing Matt was aware of was walking towards the door of the cockpit. When I wake him up, he will believe he's entering the same cockpit, faced with the challenge of landing the plane and saving the lives of over 100 passengers. Our plane lands safely. Matt, still in a hypnotic state, is unaware of any time passing and is transferred to a completely convincing pilot's training simulator. All of the actors who have been part of Matt's journey change and get ready to watch him take the controls. This state-of-the-art simulator cost over £7 million and provides a terrifyingly realistic experience. When I wake him, Matt will absolutely feel he is still on board the real plane and walking into the cockpit. Our pilot takes his position, and as I wake Matt, the steward guides him to his seat.
Here. Oh my god.
You'll be fine.
No, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Is he alright?
I hope so, we just need to get down. Let's just put these on.
Okay. Who's going to be talking to me?
The air traffic controller is going to help us. Can you hear them?
Who's that speaking to me now?
My name's Matt.
Oh, hello, Matt. I'm going to talk you through it step by step, one button at a time. The captain's done a brilliant job so far. He's obviously not very well. He's already declared a major emergency. You're under a mayday call right now, which means you're my primary concern. Other aircraft have been cleared out of the way, and you've got a direct route now towards London Gatwick. Is that understood?
Yeah, how do you want me to do it though? Because
I'm going to talk you through it. Yep, I'm going to talk you through it step by step. What I need you to do now is just look at a few of the instruments that are around.
Okay.
So are you holding the control column?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, keep an eye.
2500.
With your right thumb, press that button. With
Autopilot.
Yep.
Disengage.
Press that button.
Is it meant to do that?
It's meant to do that. So just below the window, you'll see a panel with lots of numbers. Can you see one that says 13,000? It should be in about the middle.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Okay, can you set 3,000? That's something I want you to set.
Whoa, it's making a noise.
That's fine. That's just the aeroplane telling you to set a different altitude. If you could keep turning that knob until it says 3,000 for me, please, man. So 3,000.
3,000 there, it's there.
Brilliant. Doing great.
No, thanks. Can you believe I got on a plane for the first time today in 10 years and look what happened?
You were born to fly.
2500.
But just to the right-hand side, you'll see what looks like a wheel. You need to pull it towards you, then put it down, and that's going to put the wheels down.
Is that to the end?
Yes. Looking really good.
What am I doing?
This is where you're going to have to land the aeroplane.
Okay. I'm ready.
You're ready? Brilliant. That's what I want to hear. See the display ahead of you?
Yeah.
I want you to keep those wings nice and level. Just near your right hand, there's a thrust lever. There's two levers in the middle.
Yeah.
At the side of there's another button. I need you to press that twice.
What does it say?
It just says auto throttle.
There.
Great. Okay. Now I want you to look out the window. Can you see the runway?
Yeah.
We've got you on radar. You're doing a brilliant job, Matt. I want you to look out the window and you're going to land this aeroplane for me, okay?
I'm looking.
You're doing brilliantly.
Thanks, man.
Can you see the runway ahead of you now?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
I want you to land the aeroplane. When you get close to the ground, you're going to have to just pull back a little bit more on the stick than you have been.
Pull it towards me?
Just a little bit. When it says 30, I want you to pull back just a little bit.
Glide
That's fine.
Glide slow.
Now.
Glide slow. 10.
Well done. Okay, keep it nice and straight there, Matt. That's a really good job, mate. Just what you need to do. You'll start to slow down now. That's brilliant. You did a brilliant job, mate.
Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you.
You've done a brilliant job, mate. You've done it all on your own. Well done.
You did it, Matt.
I should have known.
Listen to me. That choice that you made to volunteer and help land the plane was the choice to be a hero. You are a hero, Matt. The millions of people that have followed your transformational journey, you have inspired many of them, Matt. The people watching you are so proud of you. I am so very, very proud of you, Matt. This is the proudest moment in my career, standing here, meeting you, and talking to you after what you've just done, after everything that you've achieved. How are you feeling?
It's overwhelming, isn't it? When I was on the aeroplane and like, they needed somebody, nobody stood up, you know, and that. I didn't want to be one of those people that didn't stand up, you know?
You're expecting a game show. This has all been a game show. And you've been the only contestant. And you've won. Okay? I'll explain it all to you. I'm so proud of you. Come with me. Along your journey. Remember your van driver? Oh my God! This is the policeman whose house you broke into. His real name's Joe. Can I this guy here? He shoved a gun in your face in a petrol station.
I didn't get time to look at your face.
More guys from the aeroplane. You may remember Liv.
You really think I've missed it?
That was Matt's journey. What choices would you have made? Well, the date is 8/9/10, and the time is just coming up to 11:12. This is a unique moment, and time to start someone else's journey right now.